Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Out of the Dugout, our daily feature that we have when we take one of the American River College baseball family, coaches, players, trainers, whatever, take them out of the dugout, bring them up to the press box, and have a little chat with them. If you say, hey, Phantom, that's a great idea. Why are you debuting it on the last home game of the season? I don't know. Anyway, our guest today, the man, this is long overdue, the coach, Doug Jumale. Coach, thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. It's good to be back up here. It's been a couple years.
It's been a couple years, and that's where I wanted to start because it was 3 years ago, March of 2022, when we first came on campus, Stones and I. You were the first coach we met when we came on campus. We didn't know what we were doing over here.
I'm sorry.
Dr. Steve says, come on by. We'll see what's going on. We meet you. You're very welcoming. You set a great tone, and I don't know if I've ever thanked you for that, but I really appreciate how open you were and how much you said, hey, come on, let's do this thing, and we really appreciated it.
Well, and it's fun for me, too, again, and obviously, like I said, couple years ago, I don't know if you remember or not, but I kind of grew up listening to you on the radio. So
well, yeah, that
part was a lot of fun for me. So and now obviously we've known each other for several years, and it just keeps getting better and better and more fun, and glad to be back up here.
I thought you were going to say it keeps getting we get no closer over the years, but that's okay. That's your perspective.
Yeah, a little distance is not a bad thing.
So the one I got to point this out, Coach. That one March of 2022 when we first met you, that didn't work out so well for any of us. I don't think we called a winning game in that whole month. In fact, in that whole season. But we've changed a little bit now. We've been making incremental improvements. We've been kicking it up. Last year, 4 conference wins, and if you win today or tomorrow, you'll double that total. Maybe looking at a little playoff action, way more victories overall than you had last time. So talk to me a little bit about how that's been for you over the last couple of years, how you've built the program incrementally and got things to where they are today.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. Obviously, winning more is more fun, and the players we have been a lot of fun to deal with, and a lot of credit just has to go to the assistant coaches. I mean, Chris Garcia and Marcus Garcia coming in, and admittedly, with myself and Coach Vansel, we had young kids at the time, and so we weren't recruiting as well as we should have. To keep the program up where it needed to be, and those guys have really gotten after it, and the recruiting's been better. We've gotten a lot of good players, and obviously it's made us made me a better coach when we have better players. Yeah,
I want to address the players aspect, but let's go back a little bit. So how many years, what year is this for you here at American River?
I think 22. My first year was 2004 as the head coach. So
where did you come from to get there?
Well, I was the assistant coach here for several years.
So you've been here a long time.
I've been here since the fall of 1999.
Jeez.
Assistant coach in 2000. We went to the Final Four that year, and then had a couple more really good playoff years. In my first year, we had a really good playoff year and won the first series, and then it's been a little dry spell since then. We've been real close a bunch of times. Kind of the running joke was that wherever AR finished, that was going to be the cut line for getting into the playoffs because we were the next team in many times. And this year, hopefully, we're not doing that. Hopefully, we're on the other side of the bubble this year.
I want to ask you about a couple of players, one sophomore and one freshman. I mean, we could talk about anyone. There's a bunch of different guys with great stories. But last year, we had a guy, Brett Griffiths, who was in the middle of the infield, and he had a great season, ended up going to Ball State. And this year, you've got a guy in the middle of the infield who's been with you for 2 years now and is kind of the rock of that infield and of your batting order. And I'm talking about Jaden Reynolds, of course. And Jaden, it strikes me as he's a guy who was a really good high school player, came to American River, and over the past 2 years has really, I think, improved his game. From your vantage point, what has being here these last 2 years done for Jaden's game?
Well, it's improved. Obviously, it's just given him an opportunity to show that he can play at this level, which obviously he's proven that he can and excel at it. He was in the top 10 in batting average in the Big 8 conference last year as a freshman, and that's no small task.
No,
that's
not
no small
at all.
feat. And this year he's up there again. I haven't checked recently to see where he stands, but I know he's hitting well over 300 for our season. He started off a little slow, so I think in conference it's been better.
Yeah,
his average is even better than it is overall. And he was a kid that our old coach who passed away this past year, Lou Zabia, Lou recruited and saw him play and really liked him. And I think Jaden said that he wasn't really planning on playing in college. He didn't really know if he could and how. And Lou obviously saw something in him that he liked, and so we got him to come over here, and he's ran with it. And again, it's coaches like to take all the credit for guys developing and becoming much better players. Really, it's on the player. They put in the work, they put in the effort and the time, and we always talk about how you get out of it what you put into it. And Jaden's put a lot of work into it, and he's reaping the benefits.
Yeah, and it's a good example too. I think. I mean, like I say, he's a good player, but didn't know if he had a chance to play at the next level, and that's something that you talk about recruiting. I don't think sometimes kids who are playing their senior year in whatever sport it is, I don't think they know about the outlets they have out there. You know, you get a guy like Jaden, and he finds a home here, and he settles in, and he really improves his game. I mean, I hope we get him out on the Potters this summer. I hope, he goes on to play at a 4-year, but that's something that, you get guys who don't know if they're going to keep playing, and then you guys provide an outlet for that and an opening for that, and then you develop them.
Yes, and again, that's mainly what we're here for. We try and tell guys, obviously when we're on the field, we want to win. And that's our goal when we're on the field. But ultimately, our goal is to help these kids get their education paid for through college. And one thing we've always said is we've never had a kid who played for us that didn't have a scholarship offer somewhere. It's not always going to be LSU or USC or Miami or a place like that. Ball State was a good one for Brett. We had Miles Meyer a couple years ago go to University of Oklahoma. Jaden's been talking to University of Santa Clara, and UC Riverside was out recently to see him. So these guys have opportunities, and even for those guys, those are some D1 schools. But even for some of our other guys, there's a lot of Division II and NAIA schools that are out there. There's a lot of places to play, and if you just put in the work, there's going to be an opportunity for you to continue, and there's really no reason not to continue playing because there's no better feeling than being on a team in college.
Well, let's take a guy, we just have a little bit of time here. Let's take a freshman who, let's be honest, Coach, this is a guy who, he may be the best freshman I've seen since I've been here. This is a guy who usually is going to a bigger school, even on the community college level. I'm talking about Dylan Westbrook, of course. He's hitting, 360, whatever it is. He's got a couple of wins for on the mound. He's great in center field. So, I mean, this is a guy that you wouldn't usually get. How did Dylan land here, and what have you guys done for him in the year he's been here?
Well, all that credit goes to Coach Garcia, both coaches Garcias, both of them, Chris and Marcus, worked really hard and just talking to him and really selling him on what we want to do and how we want to get back. And it's one thing to go to a place that has been successful the last couple of years, but they really sold the vision of we're getting this back, and you're gonna help be the person of change. You're gonna be that agent of change that's gonna get us back to where we used to be. And in doing that, people are gonna talk about you for years to come. We have Dallas Braden down here on the field today, visiting with some of our players, and we want these guys that are here this year to be those guys that are going to come back 15, 20 years from now and be those guys that people talk about, hey, you were that team that helped turn everything around.
That's a
as
big deal.
opposed to just being another one of the another spoke in the wheel, or however you want to say it. So he's done it is him, not just Dylan, but the Sabatkis and Ethan Palumbo and all these freshmen that are here this year that are doing a really good job. They're not here because they feel like this is the only place they can play. They're here because they feel this is the right place for them, and it's been really nice. And Dylan, in particular, just because of his natural ability, he's already gotten scholarship offers from UOP and Southern Illinois State and UC Riverside as well. So he's got Division I schools trying to get him as a freshman, and not only is he putting the work in on the field, but in the classroom as well, so he can go after 1 year. And we try and tell our guys, we want you to have options in getting out of here, and a big part of that is academically, and he's done a great job with that as well.
Well, Coach, exciting time to be here at American River College and be on the baseball program. Congratulations on turning it around. We look forward to more of the same in the future, and it's great to finally get you up here and have a little bit of chat with you. Coach Doug Jumale of your American River College baseball. We're back with our ball game right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Welcome to another American River College athletics broadcast. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. We've got American River College baseball for you. Big 8 conference action between the Beavers and the Consumnes River College Hawks. It's a big one today. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe. Over there is Riley the Engineer. There's J-Dog. Matt Pearson is here. 7-Eleven is there. Mario's there. And there's another guy down the end. I think it might be Dylan. I'm not sure. Anyway, we got a lot of people up here because it's the last home game of the regular season for the Beavers. Joey Garrienti is out on the mound, and they will be taking on the Hawks. Consumnes with a 21-15 overall record. They are 10-12 in conference play. The Beavers 15-23 overall and 7-15 in conference play. Hopefully you caught the interview we had with Coach Doug Jumelet before the game. It was great talking to the coach and finding out a little bit about the program and how he views the program and how we've reinvigorated the program a little bit. And there's my commemorative T-shirt that I've got signed by all the members of the team. Thanks to Dylan 7-Eleven for taking care of it. Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, don't let the coaches sign that. Just have all the players. That is awesome. You gonna sign this or not? Yeah. Set my guy up, will you? Anyway, back to the game. Joey Garrienti on the mound, the right-hander, taking on Consumnes River. The Hawks, they hit the ball very well, including the guy to key on is the number 3 hitter, Noah Cantor, batting .362 on the year. And Noah has, 15 home runs. He's driven in 44 runs, and he's scored 46 runs. So a fantastic season so far for the catcher. And he'll be out here batting third after Chase Christensen, who's leading it off. Brandon Marua is hitting second, then Cantor. Alan Guzman, the second baseman, bats fourth. Angela Luna hitting fifth. Ben Pernetti, the DH, hits sixth. And Jimmy Radler, the right fielder. Angelo Nunes, the left fielder. And Elijah White, the third baseman. Andrew Lockhart is the pitcher for the Hawks today, as they come in with, they're hoping to get wins today and tomorrow, and finish that conference record would be 12-12, trying to get them going toward the playoffs. We're just about ready to get going here. Chase Christensen will be the first hitter. He is out of Rio Americano High School, and he's batting a crisp .290 on the season. And Joey Garrienti, the sophomore, delivers the first pitch. It's outside, and we are underway here. First pitch, 2:03. The meeting and home plate was done at 1:56, the earliest ever. Threw Riley all off on his timing. He didn't know what to do. But we figured it out, and Riley figured it out, and we are ready to go. 1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Chase Christensen. Beavers with 4 conference wins last year, looking for their 8th this year. One to Christensen, and it misses outside. Joey Garrienti making his 13th appearance, his 12th start. He is 3-4 with a 7.46 ERA. That's the wrong category. It's a 5.88 ERA. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Chase Christensen. Braden Marua and Noah Cantor follows it. And Riley gets to do his first 2-2 is Richard Nixon, Ringo Starr, or Chuck Lurie. 2-2. If you don't know, you don't know. Christensen swings and misses. He is down on strikes. Garrienti gets the strikeout. He'll bring up Brandon Marua, who's hitting at .333 with 4 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Let's set the rest of the infield. Behind the plate today is Grant Fletcher. For Garrienti is Marua. From the left side, takes the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. Oh, 1 from Joey. Hit sharply to the right of shortstop. That's Esparza. Backhands is going to be a long throw. He hops it to first and handled over there. No, it's off Sabaki's glove into short right field. In foul territory, picked up by Bullock, and it'll be a single and an error, and Maruo will end up at second base. Good job by Esparza to glove it in the hole, but couldn't get the throw, couldn't get enough on the throw, and Lance Sabatke at first base, not able to make the pickup. The ball rolls away, and alertly Marua keeps going. He is at second base with the first hit of the ball game, and Noah Cantor will be the hitter. Noah, as we said, 362. He is out of Elk Grove High School. The sophomore behind the plate, and now at the plate for the Hawks. Christensen's first pitch is inside for a ball. Lance Sabatke at first, Jaden Reynolds at second, Ramon Esparza at short, Bryce Sabatke at third. It's Rylan Pope in left, David Henry in center today, no Dylan Westbrook, and Caden Bullock is in right with Fletcher behind the plate and Garrienti on the mound. Fastball in there for a call strike. Cantor with a home run yesterday as the Hawks took the first game of the series, make that Tuesday, 17-6. They banged out 17 hits in that game to improve their conference record to 10-12 on the year. The Beavers fell to 7-15. Line drive at second base. Reynolds will have it. Try to get the double play, not in time at second base, but Cantor is retired. 2 outs, and Alan Guzman will be the hitter. The second baseman, freshman out of Pleasant Grove High down in Elk Grove, hitting .339. He has a pair of home runs and has driven in 23 on the season. 2 outs here in the first inning. Marua at second base with the single and then the throwing error. Joey delivers high for a ball, 1-0. One and 0 on Guzman. Rua gets a decent lead. Fastball misses inside, so it's 2-0. Joey, 47 strikeouts, 24 base on balls in his 56 2/3 innings entering today. Grounder down toward first. Sabatke, a big hop. He's going to flip it underhand to the pitcher covering, and a good job by the Beavers getting out of that one. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Hawks nothing. Beavers coming to bat.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Bottom of inning number 1 from Beaver Field, Mark the Phantom Low, along with Bradley the engineer. Stones McCoy actually coming, is matriculating somewhere around here as well. Andrew Lockhart, the pitcher out of Antelope High School. He's 1-1 on the season. 16 and a third innings pitched. He will face Bryce Sabatke, Jaden Reynolds, and Lance Sabatke, the first 3 hitters for the Beavers here in the bottom of the first inning, as the Beavers hold the Hawks scoreless in the top of the inning. Lockhart's first pitch looked good. It is good, 0-1. No Dylan Westbrook today. So Bryce Sabatke at 292 will take over the leadoff spot with 26 runs batted in and 36 runs scored for Bryce. Lifts one out toward right field. Radler in his tracks will make the catch for the first out. One out to bring up Jaden Reynolds, talking about him with Coach Jay before the game. Jaden has bumped his conference average up to 347, 335 overall. He has been hot lately, including a 5-hit game last week. So the sophomore from Bella Vista will come up here with 1 out. Nunez in left, Christensen in center, Radler in right for the Hawks. White at third, Marua at short, Guzman second, Luna at first base, and Noah Cantor behind the plate for Andrew Lockhart, who delivers a fastball high and outside. Lockhart, a sophomore out of Antelope, the Titans. Reynolds fouls that one back, barely missing the Stones Radio Network's camera, or Stones Broadcast Network's camera. I never know which one it is. And it would be bad the last game of the season to have camera damage when Riley has been worried about that the entire season long. Now he's got to work on it now. Well, Reynolds takes high and outside. It's 2-1 on Jaden. He's followed by Lance Sabatke. Then Jackson Nichols is our DH today for the Beavers. Fouled back to the screen again, 2-2. So far, the MVP today is Dylan, a.k.a. 7-Eleven, who went and got my shirt signed by all the members of the team, including, I think, J-Dog somewhere. Oh, it's way back. Oh, nice. You know it's J-Dog because she spelled it with only one G, and she put exclamation points around it. Reynolds, big chopper out towards shortstop. Marua has it on the run over to first. Got him by a half a step. That's a fine play by the shortstop for the second out of the inning. And it'll bring up Lance Sabatke. Lance, like brother Bryce out of River City High School, hitting .292. Lance has a home run. He's also driven in 23 runs on the season and scored 34. Two outs quickly here in the bottom of the first against the right-hander Andrew Lockhart. Sabatke will take the fastball, and he'll take a strike 0-1. Jackson Nichols on deck. Rylan Pope hitting fifth, and Caden Bulock, Ramona Sparza, Grant Fletcher eighth, and David Henry, the center fielder today, is batting in the number 9 spot. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Sabatke fouls it out of play as Riley goes down. And I guess that one did actually hit something on the camera with the screen, messing with the wires. And so Riley engineer down there engineering, trying to earn his nickname, as Sabatke faces 1 ball and 2 strikes. Look out, that got him right in the helmet on a fastball that sailed inside. So we'll take a minute and make sure Lance is okay. Probably going to take at least a new helmet on that one as Jackson Nichols gets ready to come up to the plate. Sabatke is going to get checked out by Coach Jay and probably a couple other professionals before they allow him to go down to first base, which they have done. And here's Jackson Nichols. Jackson, 329 on the season, 3 home runs and 21 runs batted in. Been in and out of the lineup, really. Been doing some pitching. He is DHing today for the Beavers. And he'll have Sabatke down at first, and the umpires are going to check him out and make sure. Okay, I like that. They're going to do the thing, follow my finger. You got to pass the umpires. Okay, if he gives you the inspection and you pass, you're okay. Good job by the blue to make sure everybody is on the up and up. And Sabatke will take a lead off at first base while Nichols comes up to the plate. Jackson, a freshman out of Valley Christian High School. Nichols hits it sharply into left field, a base hit. Beavers' first hit is a solid single for Jackson Nichols. And now it's first and second, and Rylan Pope, who's kind of snuck up on everybody this year. Rylan out in left field out of McClatchy. 298 on the year, and he's driven in 22 runs for the Beavers. Now we've got the great Stones McCoy involved in getting the camera just right, so you know it's going to be right. Beavers with runners at first and second and 2 outs, and the pitch to Rylan Pope is a fastball from Lockhart outside. Caden Bullock on deck. That's a fastball, and it's a little too high. 2-0 on Rylan Pope. A 2-out rally started when Lance Sabatke was hitting the helmet with a pitch, and a solid single for Jackson Nichols. And Pope now with 2-ball, no-strike count on Rylan. Line drive into right field. A base hit. Sabatke around third. Radler picks it up. He's going to go to second behind the runner. Almost picked him off as a run scores, and the Beavers are up 1-0. Pope comes through again. His 23rd RBI of the season. And the Beavers are out in front 1-0. And Radler, a good play on right field. He went immediately to second base, and they almost got Jackson Nichols rounding the bag too far. And if the tag had been applied then, that would have been before the run scored, so they would have cut that run off. But all's well that for now ends well for the Beavers, and they lead at 1-0. Caden Bullock, the hitter. The right fielder batting .311 on the year with a pair of home runs. Takes check swing, and it's called a strike, 0-1 on an off-speed pitch. 0-1, 1-0 Beavers. Bullock takes a cut, but that fastball was a good one. It's 0-2. Ramon Esparza on deck for the Beavers, who have come through with a 2-out rally to score the first run of the ball game on the RBI from Rylan Pope. Check swing, and it's a little bit too high. Noah Cantor behind the plate. Gave a outside target. The ball came in high, but it was wasted nonetheless. So it's still 1-2 now. Bullock check swing. Nice job as that slider is away, so it evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bullock, 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in on the season. Been DHing, playing a little right field. Fouls that one off. Back to the screen. Nowhere near the camera, I hope. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Two pitch coming from Lockhart. Swing and a miss. He got Bullock on strikes. Now for the Beavers, strike for a run here in the bottom of the first. We go to the second. They're on top, 1-0.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines.